Hey guys, my name's Mike from the UK. Like you, I scrolled through many videos on YouTube trying to improve my techniques, learn songs, musical theory, to try and play these guys a little bit better. Through one of the videos, I came across Kiko, huge fan of Megadeth. Started watching a couple of the videos. He started talking about 7 Factor. I was interested in really improving my musical theory, so I signed up. Fantastic course. Through that, I joined on to Guitar Hacks, which improves your technique, practice routines. It's a fantastic community of people, all talking about different things. Since I've started and joined up, friends and family have noticed how much more improved my guitar playing has become. I highly recommend joining up. Stop scrolling through YouTube, join up with Kiko, have a great time. Good luck. See you later, guys.
Hey Kiko, it's Susan from Canada, and I just wanted to say thank you for the 7 Factors course. I'm a complete beginner. I got my very first guitar just 6 months ago. And when I got that guitar, I expected that maybe with practice I'd be able to read guitar tabs and play along with those tabs to be able to reproduce what other. But with your approach of encouraging us to find our own voice, and the practice structure, and just learning the real basics of things like the shapes and the modes and playing arpeggios and different things like that, it's really encouraged me to try improvising with what little I know. And I'm amazed that I can actually, I'll go for my practicing, and then at the end of a practice, I will put on some song that I really like and actually try playing along with it, not to the tabs, but just going, oh, this is in A major, and playing around with arpeggios and things and making my own music that does go along the music, and it sounds good. So I really thank you for that. You've unlocked new ways for me to play with the guitar and have a lot of fun, and I have lots left to learn, and I'm looking forward to it.
Miles McDonald, and I'm from New Jersey. Before signing up for 7 Factor, I only had pieces of information about music. Not many of the concepts, such as all the different scales and modes, really connected well with each other. After struggling with this for what seemed like years, I signed up for 7 Factor immediately after the course was released. After completing 7 Factor, I came away with 3 important skills. First, I'm more confident in my improvisational abilities. Second, I have the knowledge to be more creative and explore different sounds. And third, and most importantly, I'm able to write better material that I'm happy with. A huge thank you to Kiko for putting this course together, and I hope to see you all there. Until then, keep practicing.
Hi everybody, I'm Claudia from Italy, and I'm here to give you my testimony on the 7 Factor course. Now, first thing first, why I decided to enroll for this course? Because after watching some of the Kiko video on YouTube, I came to understand a very important thing. Kiko has the unique ability to explain complex stuff by breaking it down to very simple and understandable concepts you can build on. Now, just halfway through the course, I have a better understanding of the modes. I feel more confident all over the neck, and above all, my improvisation feel more like soloing and less like a playing scale up and down and throwing cliché. Now, the 7 Factor course is not just a bunch of concepts or exercises, but it's a specific method. It's a studied progression to get a better version of yourself as a musician. I am telling you, enroll now for the 7 Factor course and you will be thanking me later. From Italy, Claudio, over.
Greetings Kiko, my name is Ahmed Alisa, born and raised in Damascus, Syria, and currently living in Bucharest, Romania. Prior to enrolling in 7 Factor, I had taken a long break from playing the guitar for approximately 4 years, and in these 4 years I focused on my career. I became a senior level manager, and one of the greatest things that had taught me was the ability to identify problems and introduce solutions. And getting back to playing the guitar after 4 years was quite the challenge, but with my newly gained experience, it kind of felt easier than learning it the first time, as I was able to dissect my playing, identify problems, and come up with proper solutions. But one thing that was always a challenge for me were the modes and music theory. This grand subject and where to start, as the stigma for every self-taught guitarist pretty much, is that the information is out there in bundles. However, you just get bits and pieces that make no sense by themselves, which leads to demotivation. So I had identified the problem, and now I was on the hunt for the solution. And it was about that time where open source was released. I heard about 7-Factor, and I attended some of the lives that you had on YouTube, and was blown away by your dedication and passion while trying to educate hundreds of people that are watching you. And then I thought to myself, if I lived in the same age as Einstein and wanted to learn physics, I would have tried my best to have access to him and learn from him. So if I have access to Kiko Loureiro and his way of understanding modal theory, it was kind of a no-brainer pretty much. So I knew that moment that I needed to enroll in 7-Factor. And my experience so far has been nothing short but of amazing, as I've learned so much, but most importantly, I've learned how simple everything is, and it's just me that's basically overcomplicating things and limiting my own creativity. I learned that modal theory isn't there to shackle me, but rather to open horizons for me, how to think in sounds and colors versus shapes and patterns, and how to properly listen to the music that I'm creating rather than stress about it. So pretty much in the end, thank you, Kiko, for this amazing opportunity. I think we're all winners here, just being part of this amazing community. And also a big thanks to Giorgio and the rest of the staff for being such wonderful people. And I was one of the lucky ones who attended the Kiko Loureiro guitar experience, which was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So thank you so much for that. And I wish everybody an amazing evening.
Hi everyone, my name is Rodrigo. I'm from Santiago, Chile, and I'm a self-taught guitar player. So before 7-Factor, I had zero knowledge about music theory, and I had no idea about the modes. And I was also feeling that my songwriting process was really inefficient. So basically, I was feeling like going nowhere. I tried Google searching things just to understand a little bit about it, but I was so overwhelmed with all the amount of information, I couldn't make sense out of it. I knew Kiko because I'm a big fan of Megadeth and his solo work, and I was also doing his guitar training program, Guitar Hacks, so it was just a matter of time before I heard about 7-Factor. And once I heard about it, I had no second thoughts, and I just went for it, and I don't regret it. 7-Factor really helped me to have a better understanding of music and the modes, and that's because of Kiko's very efficient way of teaching, where he takes really complicated things and turns them into really simple concepts. Nowadays, thanks to 7-Factor, I feel really confident about my skills as a musician. I feel that my songwriting process has improved a lot. You gotta know the rules before you break them. That's my mindset. And I also learned how to improvise, which is something that was impossible for me in the past. So that's amazing. I have nothing left to say, but thanks to Kiko Loureiro because of this amazing course that he put together.
Hey, András here from Hungary. Before enrolling to the 7-Factors course, I had a basic understanding of the modes and I knew the 7 shades, but I just could not get them to sound right. It felt like trying to assemble a huge Lego kit without an assembly guide, and I just shied away from trying to discover my own music and basically kept going around in circles. After watching Kiko's series entitled Moods and Modes, I decided to enroll to the course. And after doing it for several months now, I can say that it has brought about a mental change in me, which translates into my playing. I can use it as a roadmap to try and discover the sound of the modes. I am no longer afraid to improvise or share videos of myself playing. So as Kiko would say, it's good stuff.